Brooklyn Independent Television.
This is our kickoff event for our month-long festival, and we do this every year. So this is not the first time, this is the 11th time.
I'm just gonna play. I don't even know what I'm gonna do myself. I'd be a little nervous when I'm coming out to play now, because I don't know what to do. I say, well, I just go on and start something, like I always do.
Brooklyn was the place where Pharoah Sanders said he felt a spiritual bond with Brooklyn. There was a club here in the 70s called the East, and so he's referring to coming back to that same energy that he had at the East.
This place in Brooklyn called the East, I said, what's happening over there, And when I learned what it was all about, it was really a great thing.
In 1969, myself and a group of young people, young 14 to 21, took over a building at Ken Claver Place, and we cleaned it out, and we were started on a journey of constructing a African American cultural center. We produced a school, Uhuru Sasa School. We produced the entertainment venues on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We produced a food cooperative called Kununuana, which means buying together in Kiswahili. We produced at least maybe about a dozen or more institutions.
The East was known for its spiritual concept, its musical concept, and people like Sun Ra,
Hassan Roland Kirk, Freddie Hubbard, Gary Bartz,
Reggie Workman, Betty Carter,
Sonny Rollins, Hugh Masekela, and of course, Pharoah Sanders.
It represented a whole lot to me. It was a very warm place, and everybody had smiles on their face, and it made the music better,
When they came to play, they liked the atmosphere, they liked the seriousness of the people who were listening, and they saw that we were an organization with a purpose. So they came and they gave of the thing that they had most, which was their talent.
Well, the East away as a cultural center and icon, it can never come back. But can the spirit of the East live? It's living today at this event.
Pharoah is the most phenomenal player of jazz that Brooklyn has had.
He's still here, and he's still growing strong. So it's going to be an honor to see him. It brings back deja vu, back to the 60s.
Oh, he's amazing because, he was the last members of John Coltrane.
I remember 18, 19 years old seeing Pharoah playing Brooklyn and how spiritual and moving it was. And he still has that way of affecting people.
Spirit tells me what to do, so that's what makes me play. By any time, it doesn't matter, where I'm at. Spirit of the people. If I'm playing somewhere and I might see maybe I don't know, an African woman come to the door, head wrap and all that, and the guy, that's in my music. Brooklyn, I get a feeling for. It's the people over here. It's different. It's like being in another state.
They have jazz all over in Brooklyn. A lot of places. Then I listen to jazz all the time in my house, in Scotty's house.
Billie Holiday in 1927 lauded Brooklyn when she said, "Brooklyn is the place to go and the place to be if you want to hear good jazz."
This was a musical mecca. I mean, Monk lived here, Betty Lee Carter lived here, Freddie Hubbard lived on Park Place. It's kind of like the soul was here. The music began to incubate here.
I remember walking down Utica Avenue one day and hearing this fantastic music, and it was Joe Henderson, Cedar Walton, Freddie Hubbard rehearsing, and you could hear them outside. Man, it has a great history, and there was clubs all over the place.
When Monk was on his cabaret exile, he was able to stay alive because he could work here in Brooklyn at the Arlington Inn on Arlington Place, at the Blue Coronet, at Brownie's on the Bergen.
People like Max Roach, people like Randy Weston, and others who helped to lay the foundation for today's jazz.
This is a family borough. This is the borough of churches. That's what Brooklyn is all about. Brooklyn has always been known for its relaxed vibe.
31 years after the East, Central Brooklyn Jazz Consortium was born. We saw that the music was leaving our community, and the music needed us and we needed it.
A lot of people I recognize from the neighborhood, they're all up in here, and it's good to see them. And keeping the neighborhood moving and keeping it rich.
In 1999, a group of club owners, of musicians, churches, etc., came together and they formed Central Brooklyn Jazz Consortium.
If it's G2, then I know he's got a good thing. You know, he like approached me, "Well, you got to come back to Brooklyn." I said, "Okay." I said, all right. You know, I'm ready. Bring me. I'm ready.
You speak English, I speak Japanese generally, but music is just simple. Do, re, mi, fa, do, la, ti, do. This is universal language, so everybody understand. No need, translation. Just feel it.
Jazz carries our legacy with us.
Jazz is African American classical music.
So our job is to keep jazz alive.
It's not just the music, it's how we live our whole life, and it comes out in the music.